You're listening to the Process Madness Podcast with Michael D. Wilson. Here's the deal. Business operations and processes are straight up anarchy for most companies, creating unhappy teams, customers, and business owners. It's time to get off the merry-go-round. We'll be deep diving into topics that are directly related to business improvement and the quality of life for those who support and run them. If you're with it, like, share, and subscribe. Let's go. Here's your host.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Process Madness. I'm Mike Wilson, your host, and today we're going to be talking about vision. We're going to be talking about this thing that everyone has at some point in their life, right? No matter who you are, where you live, or what you do for a living, at some point you've had a vision on what you wanted your business to look like, what you wanted your career to look like, how you wanted life for your family to be, the trips that you wanted to take, everything from, the clothes you want to wear and the body that you want. You've had a vision for yourself, right? And so what we're going to be talking about is how important vision is and the different types of vision and what you have to do to make sure that you are realizing your vision. Because a lot of times what we will do is we will get so focused on, let's say, the business or the career, and we'll say to ourselves that when the business is successful, or when I get promoted to this position, then I'm going to do these things. And what you quickly notice is that you get to those goals and you take care of those things, right? And you find that, oh crap, I have the job. Matter of fact, I had the job 2 positions ago. Or I have the business, I have a whole team and I'm making money, but I still haven't taken that trip I've always wanted to take, right? I still haven't been able to make it to my kids' games or take on that hobby that I wanted to take on. And so the reason why those are happening are because you haven't built your life. You haven't built your business, your life, your career, the process that you take to do the things that you do in your daily routine. You haven't built it to give you both, right? You built it to make money, right? For the business, right? We need to make money so that I can get this stuff later. And so that everything that you did with your process, that vision that you had, you focus so much on that one side that you've designed the support system to give you half of what your vision was. Same thing for your career. So in our business, we have, let's say the dream of being the number 1 tech company in the world, right? Let's say that's what our goal is. That's our vision. And the other side is I want to be able to provide for my family. I want to be able to take a trip every quarter. These are the different things that we have. But what happens is that you build a business that requires you to hold it up. It requires you to support it, right? If you're not there, it doesn't work. If you're not there, it doesn't get done. Why? Because that's how you built it. That's the processes you put in place. Those are the people you put in place, the systems you put in place that rely on you. So what I am going to challenge you to do is to think about your vision, that one you had when you started out on this journey, whether that was starting that business or going to school for your career. Think about that vision, look at it and say, okay, where did I go wrong, right? Where was that point that I totally forgot about the other half and started focusing on this side, right? Because it will take over your life. If you're a business owner, your business will take over your life if you let it. Your position will take over your life. If you're an executive in a company, that position can start to take over your life. And the reason why is because a lot of it has to do with efficiency, a lack of having boundaries, and setting that expectation with your team and your company on what it is that you want to do. And I'll give you a prime example here. If your vision was to make it home to dinner with your family every night at 6 p.m., then it is important for you to set boundaries and to design business processes that respect the boundary that, hey, I can't meet after 5 o'clock because I need to be on my way home, right? So that's going to be very important. So if that's your vision, that is the starting point. Because once you have a clear vision and you know what your vision is, now it's all about designing your business, designing your career, designing your job, designing your processes and departments to allow you to have that life, right? And this is the thing. Yeah, it might make it to where you're focusing on other things, so you might make a little less money or it may take a little longer to get to that position. But this is the thing. You're going to be much happier. Why? Because you're getting both sides of your vision. You're not having to choose one. A lot of times what happens is we end up sacrificing one, right? You end up running a business, but sacrificing your personal life. Or you are working your way up the chain in your career and you end up sacrificing your personal life, right? And that affects our families, that affects us personally, right? That affects a lot of things. Here at Processology, we believe that you should work to live great instead of working to work, right? You don't want to live to work, right? You want to work to live great. So with that being said, I challenge you to think about your vision. And this goes a little deeper because when you start to think about your vision in the sense of your business itself, this goes down to the process level, right? So what is the vision for your HR onboarding process? What is the vision for your onboarding your clients, right? Onboarding a new client. What is the vision for approvals? And what I mean by this is, what is the desired outcome? What is it that you want? In the perfect world, if there was no problems, no hangups, what would that look like for you? And so what I want you to think about is when you think about, let's say, onboarding a new employee, how do you want to design that process? Do you want to design it to where you have to do every single step? Or do you want to use automation or hire a team member or buy the right systems so that you have more freedom and more flexibility, right? And so that's what you have to think about and kind of reverse engineer from your vision, design the process. So if you've been following me for a while, you know I would use a GPS example where your GPS in your car on your phone is very much like business processes, right? You have a starting point and you have a desired destination. You have someone that's interested, a prospect, let's say, and then you want to get them to being an actual customer, right? It's a journey that they have to take. And when you strategically lay that journey out, you can take that person exactly from where they are to where you want them to be if you strategically lay it out. So the same thing with your vision. You have to lay it out strategically. Hey, I want to be able to onboard a new client, a new employee, and I don't want it to take over my life, right? I don't want it to overwork my team. How do we do that? What do we need to put in place to make sure that we are efficient and effective, but still living our best life, right? Operate better, live better. That's what it's all about. How do you operate better so that you can get back to living your life? That's what it's about, right? We don't start businesses because we want to work hard, right? We start businesses because we had a vision of helping people. We had a vision of creating a life for ourselves and our family. We started a vision because we saw a need. That's why we started a business. Not to be miserable, not to be frustrated, not to sacrifice our personal lives, right? And that's what it's all about. How do we have both, right? I want my cake and I want to eat it too. Damn it. Right? How do you do both? Right? And that's what we're talking about here. So anyway, guys, I want you to think about that in your life. What was your vision? Are you living in your vision right now? Right? You think about companies like Apple, Google, SpaceX, and all these different companies where they have crazy, innovative visions on what they want. And it takes whole teams and research and all this stuff to pull this off, right? But at the same time, they also think about these are real people working for their business, real people working for their company. So they can't work these people 24/7 like they're robots, right? So they have to figure out, okay, how do we put efficient process in place so that we can execute and realize our vision, but also make sure that our culture is right and our employees love working for us and that we are motivating them and leading them to be their best selves. So think about that in your business. Think about that for yourself and see what changes can you make to make sure that you are operating better so that you can live better. All right, guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that episode and that you got what we're talking about when it comes to vision. Is making sure that you focus on your vision, both sides, not one side, both sides of your vision. What do you want for your business? What do you want for yourself? What do you want for your business? What do you want for your team? All right, guys. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode.
You just listened to the Process Madness Podcast. If you're with it, like, share, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to visit us at processology.net if you're looking to operate better, live better.